Hey, welcome to my live stream. It's been too long. For the 21st of June, 2019. Try all this. Wait for some people to get here. Try anyway. See who shows up. If anybody. We'll talk about whatever we talk about, we'll talk about. Da, 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 da. Oh, I see. Have my short eyeballs on today. Hey, long time no see. What is up? How's it going, Alma? Long time no talk. Good to see you. Just trying to get my Hey, Lydia, what's up? How you doing? Thanks for joining in. I'm trying to get my everything booted up on my computer, but nothing is happening yet. There's enough light. I mean, this is all the light I have in the room without putting the light on the ceiling, but that'll be too bright. That would be too bright. Just a quick hello. Well, hello to you too. Trying to close some windows down on the PC here, but it's like, which ones do I want to close and which ones do I not want to close? That's the problem. That is the problem. Computer is a little on the old side, the desktop computer, so things are taking forever. Things are okay, I guess. I can't complain, Lydia. Not really. I'm hoping to have a good live stream. It's been a long time. I don't think I've live streamed since before Christmas, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it was much after that if I did any live streams, but figured I had a little bit of time, so I would try to get back into it. I've been trying to get back into it, but it's like I have not had the time at all, unfortunately. I think this computer is from the Stone Age. Flintstones use this one, I think. Hey, Aaron, what's up? How you doing? Take care, Alma. Nice seeing you. Have a good day at work. Good night at work. Oh, I hate having a cold. Oh my goodness. I had one at the end of February into March, and then I ended up getting a big sinus infection because of it. That was horrible. I'm doing okay, Aaron. I cannot complain. How's everything over in the UK or Great Britain? Good. Awesome. 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 Oh, Lydia, I hate being sick. Some years I'll go through the whole year and not get sick once. And then a couple of years ago, I think I got sick with three bad colds between September and December. It just was, I felt like I was always either just getting a cold, having a cold, or just getting over a cold for something like 16 weeks. That's what I felt like. It was horrible. I did not like that at all. trying to close some windows here, but no rain. Yeah, over here it's been raining almost every day. We get some type of rain. We had a downpour about 2 hours ago. It was horrible. It just rains almost every day, but the grass is like a foot long again. I can't cut it. It's always wet or it's raining. Oh, it's horrible. It's like rain every day. Why is this taking so gosh darn long? It's going to be the end of my live stream before this computer even decides to do something. Oh my goodness, this is just crazy. Why is this taking so long? Oh, finally something. Finally something. You know, I have 12, what is it? 1,227 people following me. I do a live stream and I get 2 people, and I'm very grateful for the 2, believe me. Very grateful, but it's like, unless I promote a live stream, I never get more than 10 people. Which it doesn't, sometimes the smaller ones are the better ones. I mean, especially for me, I don't plan these out, so sometimes it's just easier just to talk about whatever we talk about and stuff like that. But yeah, it's like weekend here again, but if you're sick, it's like, oh, sometimes the weekend is the only time to get things done for some people, but if you're sick, sometimes it's good just to have the rest time. Definitely. Okay, now, finally I can switch this over. I hate when computers just like lock up and they take forever to do stuff. Drives me crazy. So Lydia, have you figured out your channel yet? I know you deleted your videos and you changed over a couple of weeks ago to a cosplay channel. How's that working out for you? I know the whole definitely trying to get the proverbial subscribers, trying to get subscribers just for numbers. As a person who inflated my own channel trying to do that, this is what ends up happening, because you end up having over 1,000 people, and then look at the views on my videos. I'm lucky sometimes to get 20 or 30 views in a 24-hour period. Other people have 200 followers that they actually, you know, it's people who watch them, and they'll have, you know, 180 views within the first 8 hours. Oh, look at this. I am out of sync over here. Yeah, I just said that. Views within the first 8 hours. I'm trying to call this up on the computer, because I rarely do live streams at the computer. So anyway, did I miss anybody? Nah. Sometimes I get lurkers there, but that's okay. Let's see if this works. Yeah, let's see. Hey, there I am in yellow. Does everybody know how to, if you're in a live stream and you want to get noticed, not so much here because it's only a couple of us, but hey, I'm sorry, I'm gonna try to read your name here. Banan Spitz. Hey, how are you? Welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much for joining. If you're ever at a live stream and you can't get noticed, or you want to say hi to the person and there's a lot of people there, if you do the little @ symbol, you can do something like this and do hi, and you do @. And you do something like that, and it highlights the person's name for the person, which is pretty cool if people don't know how to do that. It won't highlight it for everyone. It'll highlight it just for that person so that they will see it, especially if the chat is going at a faster pace. I feel like I got bit by a bug, but I didn't. Exactly. That's the way to do it. That is the way to do it. Something like this. Wait, this computer is very slow. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I am subscribing to you, Banana Splits. Oh, now I get it. Like Banana Splits. Oh, I get it. Boy, I guess I woke up on the blonde side of the bed today. That's crazy. How much is the clock where you live? Oh, right now it's 6:10 in the evening here. I live on the east coast of the United States. Well, I thank you very much for subbing to me. I do have a 2.0 channel, which has a lot of my more funnier things and humor and stuff. I started the 2.0 channel just to be able to have a place where I can try to put more of my comedy stuff and be more realistic and without all of the editing and stuff like that. Trying to like start from scratch with quicker videos, you know, just if I feel like recording something, I just record it. So I started a 2.0 channel and see if I can get the link to that, but this computer is from the Stone Age. It's the same thing like this one, like the Illuminator, and it's the 2.0 at the end of it. Oh wow! So Banana Splits, you are, I'm assuming, are you in the England area or somewhere in Europe? I would imagine. If you're about 6 hours ahead, you would probably be somewhere in Europe, I would think. Let me search here. Where is the search? Oh, this is terrible. This computer is ancient. I should have the link in the description of this video. It should have all, you know, my Facebook and my Instagram and all that. It should say that I have the link to my 2.0 channel. Let's see if I can do this. This is just taking forever. It's taking forever. Anyway, Norway. Wow, that's a beautiful country, I heard. Hey, Greg, welcome, welcome. I am doing well. East Dad, welcome to the stream. Now everyone's starting to come in. Awesome. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I'm sitting here on this PC, filming myself with my cell phone that I do everything with, but I'm on this PC trying to get some stuff done, but it's very old and very slow. Trying to get a link here that I'm trying to put into here, but Greg is from Scotland. Like the fine broth of the bye. Okay, here we go. Here we go, finally. Copy this into here. I used to do a lot of live streams. I was live streaming 2-3 times a week for a while. And I haven't in a long time. I haven't in a long, long time. Greetings from New Jersey, Eastad. Welcome, welcome. Well, greetings from New England. This is the link to my 2.0 channel, if anybody wants it. Dodgy, welcome. Hello. Sure. Dodgy is from very far away. I would think it's probably more like early in the morning where Dodgy is. Thank you, Banana Splits. I appreciate it. The Loom Show. Yep, that's me. That's why I call a lot of my live streams the Loom Show. Is this too bright over here with this window over here? The sun looks like it's trying to get brighter outside after raining off and on most of the day. Greg, exactly. Finding the time is just terrible. I have not had the time at work, and so it's like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. New Zealand, Saturday, 10:15 a.m. It's still Friday over here in the United States on the East Coast. It's still Friday, and it's 6:15 in the evening here. So, yeah. Dodgy's from the future. He's dad's at work. I thought you would be home streaming or something, doing a some type of gaming live stream or something like that. It's just, one of the things, I've said this before, but one of the things about growing a channel, for me anyway, has been, it's very, very hard. Hey, Banana Splits, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Stop by anytime. You can comment on all my videos, either channel, and show up at live streams any chance you get. I would appreciate it. It was nice having you here. You were a big part of this whole thing today. Have a great one. Oh, Eastad, I'm a weekend guy too, but the thing for me, growing my channel meant that it was harder to visit all the people I wanted to visit. Hey, Ox, hello, hello, what's up? Welcome to the live stream. Part of the problem was growing my channel, you end up having so many channels that you want to visit and you don't have time anymore. So you end up visiting people a lot less. Michigander Man was talking about this recently. Banana Splits, that's great. I appreciate it. Thank you. Michigander Man was saying how people understand once you have a friendship on YouTube, once you have that friendship, most people understand when you can't visit and watch every video, it becomes impossible. And I've said this many times, but if you subscribe to 10 channels and they put out a 3-minute video every day, well, you can watch in 10 channels, 10 videos, 3 minutes a day. Well, that's 30 minutes. 100 channels putting out a 3-minute video every day. Well, now that's 300 minutes. Now 300 minutes is 5 hours. That's spending 5 hours. Hey, Dodgy, thanks for shopping. Thanks for shopping. Yeah, thanks for shopping with us over here at the Illuminator. Thanks for stopping by, is what I meant to say. Oh my goodness. But, it's like, who has 5 hours to visit and watch every video every single day? Now, if you have 1,000 videos at 3 minutes apiece, 1,000 people you subscribe to at 3 minutes apiece, that's 3,000 minutes. Now we're talking about 60 hours a day. There's not enough time to visit everybody. So, yeah, that's the whole thing. Hey, what's up in pro wrestling host Mr. Cool? Welcome, welcome. Mr. Cool in the house. Mr. Cool has some great wrestling knowledge. Puts on some great wrestling related talking wrestling videos. Mr. Wrestling, Mr. Wrestling, yeah. Mr. Wrestling. He was a wrestler, Mr. Wrestling. Mr. Wrestling 2, I remember too. I go way back with wrestling, but Mr. Cool, how long have you been a wrestling fan? I always wanted to ask you that. I've been a wrestling fan since I was almost 10 years old. In 1984, I started watching. Misty Woods, hello. Good to see you as always. I started watching pro wrestling right around the time that Roddy Piper hit Jimmy Superfly Snuka with the coconut. That's one of the main things I remember. One of the first things that I saw back in 1984. But yeah, I've been a wrestling fan for a long time. Oh, you've been wrestling for 12 years. Oh, awesome, awesome. I was a referee in the minor leagues of the extreme minor leagues of pro wrestling back in the late 90s. I stopped in 1998 because I was working two jobs at the time and I just didn't have the time anymore. I wasn't getting paid to do it, but oh my goodness. You retired in 2007. I would have loved to keep, I loved refereeing. And the long story short was I was training to become a wrestler under a mask as the Illuminator was going to be my name, but there was this big shakeup and the federation split, and these other guys they went off on their own and started their own fed. I was closer to those guys because I was just getting involved, so I ended up going with them, and they needed more than wrestlers. They needed other people, so they asked me if I wanted to start refereeing. So I took a crash course and did it and loved it and had some great times, met some great guys, and I wish I never would have quit it because I really, really loved it. But now I'm 44 years old and way too out of shape to be thinking of anything like that. But I missed it. I've been watching wrestling. I feel like I've been watching and following wrestling all my life. I mean, since I was 9 years old. But oh, I miss it. Misty says I'm not into wrestling, but when I used to cut hair in my business, we cut hair on Undertaker. Oh wow, that is awesome. The Undertaker. Rest in peace. Dustin Rhodes, Goldust helped train. Dustin Rhodes, I've talked to him online, and he was very, very, very open to be able to talk about wrestling and about different things. And it was when he was first starting to do the DDP yoga, so he was really trimming down, and he was very willing to talk about that, and I found him to be really, really cool. Um, Undertaker is, from what I understand, he's very, very quiet in real life. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Oh, tough guy. Oh, USA. Hacksaw Jim Duggan was the best. Oh, it was being like a kid and seeing that whole USA thing, like Hulk Hogan, doing the whole USA thing, only because, everyone's proud of their country, so that was all cool stuff. Hacksaw Jim Duggan was pretty cool. It's, when you're older like me and you see guys that you used to watch get older and not wrestle anymore, and there's all these newer guys and they're all younger than you, it's a weird feeling that happens. Honored to meet you too, Misty, always. Yeah, Sting was another one. I never thought he'd end up being with WWE, but at least he got to wrestle a couple of matches before retiring. But it was so sad to see him get hurt in the ring, and that led to his retirement, unfortunately. I just sometimes wish when it comes to getting older, sometimes I wish I had the energy I had 10 years ago. That would be good. But thank you, Misty. I appreciate that. Uh, Nature Boy Ric Flair. To be the man. Whoa. Oh, man. I was so happy when I got to see Ric Flair wrestle on TV for the first time because being from the Northeast, he always wrestled down south. And then finally, from a Boston station, they were carrying some WCW TV programs. And I saw, first time I ever saw, because I knew him from the magazines, but first time I ever saw Ric Flair wrestle on TV, he went against Brad Armstrong. And it was really, really cool. That would have been around 1989, 88, 89, probably 89. But yeah, it was really cool. Yeah, it's tough. I lost track of all the guys I used to. As the years go on, people move in different directions. That's just life. But all the guys that I refereed for and was involved with, they've all pretty much. Most of them were my age or older. So they would do, like I said, it was the extreme minor leagues. So everyone had day jobs and would do this at night. So it was cool. Hey, Officer Rollout FTC, long time no see. How are you? The Big Boss Man. Oh man, he was one of my favorites, especially when he turned into a good guy. When he stopped being a heel and became a baby face. That was pretty cool. Listen, dude, I'm 59, 27. Hey, listen, there's nothing wrong with that. You're only as old as you feel. Right now, I feel about 100. No, I'm only joking. I'm only joking. I just look back and say, I wish I would have made more of my younger years, my salad days. I wish I would have made more of that, but I didn't. I just take things one day at a time, and things are just different now. hey, what are you gonna do? Things change, but as long as you just keep on trucking, everything will be fine. Moondog Spot. One of them, was it Moondog Spot that just died recently? One of the Moondogs recently died. But that's pretty cool. Abdullah the Butcher. Abdullah the Butcher used to scare me because of all the bleeding he used to do. And then to find out that, it was just, it's all part of the act, but to see him nowadays with so many scars in his forehead, like, ooh. But I heard he was a really good guy behind the scenes. But, hey, I think it's the nature of, it's a young man's game, basically, so it's just the way it is. These younger guys, I look at these guys half my age, they're in the ring now, and I'm like, wow, when did I become, my parents' age? I'm that way at work when it comes to my age. Like, I used to remember being the young guy, being the new guy, and now after being there for almost 20 years, it's like I have so much experience that all the younger guys look to me to guide and do, and it's like, I'm just not used to it. Bruiser Brody, oh man, what a sad story that. I firmly believe, of course, what do I know, Mr. Cool, what do I know, but I truly believe that Bruiser Brody was, there was a lot to that when he got murdered in that shower in Puerto Rico, I believe it was. But they say, who was it? Was that some guy last name Gonzalez that he was acquitted of it, but the people who know say it was, I don't know. But it's just sad that he was like 39, 40 years old when he died and he was murdered. That's just sad. Oh no, I never give up on myself, Misty. Never, never, never. But it's like you either change or you don't change. Because if you don't change, then things that you can't go 100 miles an hour anymore. You have to change and just take things a little bit slower. But just realize that that's just life. Things are gonna change, and you're just gonna be elevated to a different plateau, and you just got to change with it, or you get left behind. Like even music, if you don't listen to some of today's music, you get left behind because everyone enjoys the music they grew up with. But I never want to be one of those people that says, "Oh, I don't understand today's music. I don't like any of it because you people don't know what you're listening to." And I don't know. So I still like to listen to some of today's stuff just to get a feel for what's out there. That's right, Misty. That's right. Change is good. Sometimes any change is good. That's what I always say. Sometimes any change is good. But I'll do some stuff here. What else? What else? Getting old doesn't mean you can't ride the highway. That's right. You just have to move to the right hand lane and cruise. That's right. That's right. Let the other people get pulled over. But you know what? We have our moments. I think when you get older, you have your moments where maybe you can't go 100 miles an hour all the time, but like I always say, I can still play the game of baseball, but even though I'm not rookie of the year anymore, I can still move around the bases. I still get an occasional home run. I'm still the guy you want on your team, but I'm just not rookie of the year anymore. But exactly, I'm exactly. See, I don't read and talk good at the same time. Usually when I'm talking, I'm not reading. When I'm reading, I'm not talking. But I'm exactly, exactly. I know what you're talking about. But oh well, oh well. So, quick question here: how did everybody find this live stream? Was it something that you just fell upon, or was it on your notifications? Were you already on my channel? Because I've been looking at the analytics for a little while, for a couple of days now, and I found out that one out of every four people that watch my videos are not even subscribed to me. So I really don't know what that means, other than the fact that either they're not subscribed and they just find me every day that way, or they just find me once in a while, or I don't know, maybe they found me, I was a recommended video from somewhere, I don't know. But just wondering how everybody found the live stream. A lot of people find it through the notifications if you're subscribed, but anyway. Put this like this, a little bit higher, a little bit lower. Only 2 guarantees in life. Yep. Some people even say taxes. Only 2 things that are guaranteed in life are death and taxes. I used to remember that I used to miss a couple of meals and lose 5 pounds. Now I miss a couple of meals and I go hungry. I say that a lot. That's one of my staples. But yeah, things are just, they're different when you get a little older, when you get more middle-aged. But it's just the way it is. You either accept it or you don't. No taxes last 7 years. Hey, that's great, Ox. That's always good. I don't know what that's like. I tell you, if I was able to take home what I made per hour, I'd be bringing home double the money. They take out almost half with taxes around here. Oh goodness. Well, sometimes I say I have the most boring live streams in the world, but that's usually on my end. It's not because of the people, it's because of me. Sometimes I never know what to talk about sometimes, but I just treat it, and I treat these live streams like, just a whole bunch of friends talking, and I just happen to be the one that's on camera. So we go with the flow and see where these things take us. Armed robbery of state taxes at the store. That's funny, Misty. That's funny. The 4,000 watch hours. If you're on a real computer and you're on YouTube, you go and click on your the little icon of your, what do they call it? It's all the way on the right hand side, the thumbnail. You click on that, and then it takes you a little thing that says Creator Studio. And thanks, Ox. I appreciate that. Thanks, Misty. So you go underneath Creator Studio. And then, as I'm trying to use this slow computer, you click on Creator Studio. That's one thing about me. I just it's easy for me to act like myself. That's just that way I don't forget who I am. When you go underneath the Creator Studio, you could go under Analytics. It'll tell you right on that front page, as soon as you click on Creator Studio, it'll tell you the watch time in minutes. Okay, why they don't do hours there, I'll never know. But the easiest way for me to find out watched hours, I think if you go under Analytics on the left-hand side under Creator Studio, Analytics is just a fancy word for all of the numbers racket. But, new features, yeah. Don't need to see it. Let's stay on the classic Analytics because I don't know the new system yet. I will only go to that new system when I have to. That's one thing about YouTube. You no sooner learn something than they want to change it. But for me, I don't want to learn something unless I'm forced. I learned it once. Let me just stay on the classic until you tell me I can't be on it no more. It's loading Analytics. I mean, you can take that watch time in minutes, and you can divide 60 into that and get how many hours. Okay, real time, revenue, ad rates, watch time. There's a little sub routine underneath Analytics that says watch time. So I'm going to click on that. Hopefully it'll tell me in hours. But for me, I am I'm nowhere close. So unless something goes viral, then I'm in trouble. I don't regret growing old, Officer Roll. I'll tell you. It's just I wish I had some of the energy. That's all I wish I had. And you're right. I did a video the other day talking about being grateful. How many people didn't wake up this morning? How many people go to bed and they never wake up? How many people are blind and how many people are deaf and how many people are in wheelchairs? And I think a lot of us there's many 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 people who are worse off than us. So you're 100% right. 32,000 watch time. So if you have 32,000 watch time, if that's minutes, you divide 60 into that, and it'll tell you how many hours you have. It tells me I have 2,205 watch time minutes. Why it doesn't put that in hours, I'll never know. Oh, I put my little cursor over there. It says 1 day, 12 hours. So how do I only have? That cannot be true. I don't have 36 hours of watch time. That's got to be just in the last 30 days. Or something. Let me see. I'm going to do this by yearly and see what happens. Yeah, last 28 days. I have 36 hours of watch time. My watch time is just deplorable lately. Deplorable. Train here. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me. 533 hours. Yeah, I guess so. Sounds about right. 60 goes into, yeah. That would be your time, yeah. It seems almost impossible to be able to get 4,000 watched hours unless you're extremely popular or you have something that went viral or you all of a sudden within the last 6 months got 20,000 new subscribers. Yep, Ox, you're right on the money there with that number. Now, why would this tell me? I don't want to do watch time in just the last 28 days. There's got to be a better way to do it. Got to be a better time, better place to do it, yeah. Oh, here we go, let's see. Last 28 days. No, I don't want to do 28 days. That's probably not gonna help. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. It's like pulling teeth trying to figure out some of the stuff on YouTube sometimes. That's what it feels like to me. Of course, the other place to look, if you've already signed up to try to get monetized, the other place to look is you go underneath channel on that left-hand side. Oh, look at that. It finally changed on my... I know someone to click on something and then it changes over. I'll probably have to do it all over again. Yeah, you're right. YouTube is just... Sometimes it's like, I don't know. I don't even know. It's just undescribable. Metro Sonic, what's up, man? How's it going, Chris? Now, in the last 365 days, it says I have 40,497 hours. So basically I have, in hours, I have, let's try this. Let's try this. Long time no see, Metro. Yeah, you know, I haven't been doing live streams in months and months and months. So I decided to throw a quick one on today. I have just under 675, just under 675 hours. I need 4,000. So it's never going to happen unless something goes viral or something changes. Yeah, I wish I had some. I wish I had more hours in the day, Metro Sonic. That's the type of time off I need. But yeah, oh, it's horrible. Horrible to try to get everything done. And the weather has not been helping at all. It's been raining almost every day. Yeah, I totally understand that. Yeah, I've been trying on my second channel. Yeah, I've been putting the. I'll put that link up again just in case. Like, I'm so popular, right? The link to my 2.0 channel. There's the link to my 2.0 channel if people haven't been there before. A little bit of my humor has been there. Yeah, humidity. The last 3 days over here, Metro Sonic. The last 3 days we've been having humidity just crazy. It's not that I want to be monetized. You know what I want? I just want to be able to reach a bigger audience. Yeah, it's not even about the money. It's not even, I don't even care. I just want to be able to reach a bigger audience. And, you know, doing like the bus for bus and all that, it's, you know, all that subscribing and just to inflate the numbers, it doesn't work. All it does is get you 1,000 people that don't watch your videos. And what good is that? I'd rather have 100 people every day that watch my videos and only have 100 subs than have 1,200 like I do now with 1,150 never watching my videos, if that makes sense. Hey, Lou, welcome, welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Lou Skunt 2.0. Hello, hello, hello. I was just going to call this and leave in a few minutes, but you know what? You're here, so I'm sure I can be a little bit more unfunny for the next 5, 10 minutes. Keep saying I should have brought a drink over here because you kind of get a little bit raspy in the throat, but it's crazy. I haven't done a live stream in so long. Lou, how you doing? Yeah, we got started. Officer Rollout came. I haven't seen Officer Rollout in a long time. Officer Rollout is here. Ox is here. Not a lot of people from the proverbial bottom of YouTube or whatever they call it now, but that's okay. We have our own fun. It is the same old crap, yeah. A lot of times it's the same old crap, different day. But everyone knows that. You just keep chugging on and you do what's fun as much as you can. Live on the edge or you're taking up too much room. But yeah. Just the weather's just been so rainy over here. I just can't do anything outside. And even if it wasn't rainy, it's been so humid. Every time it gets a little bit better with the humidity, another rainstorm, thunderstorm comes and summer is finally hitting over here, I think, Lou. You know, I know today's the official first day of summer, but it's finally hitting with the humidity. And last year was horrible. It was the worst humidity in 30 years. I hope it's going to be nothing like that, but it's finally happening over here. We just get so much humidity. But yeah. Hey, Mr. Cool, have a great one. Be safe. 2 days of 90 plus on the beach in North Carolina. Wow. Oh, it's crazy. You're right, Metro. You're right. Definitely. So what else is going on, everyone? Just do the best you can. Live the dream all the time. Yeah, constant sunshine gets old. Over here, we don't have to worry about that over here. Very rarely do we have a day where there's no clouds, but the humidity, it's just a matter of time. Especially, July into August. It's just, it's hard. It's very, very hard. It's very, very hard. Just the humidity just makes it so you don't want to do anything. Especially when you have to do yard work. Oh, it's crazy. But yeah, August is just last year. It started in July, and we just had like 90 degrees every day, humidity every day. You pretty much just go outside and you go to stores just to be able to be in air conditioning all the time. So as soon as you go outside again, it's like, oh, it's terrible. But what's up, suicide to recovery? Cheers, cheers. Stay down there. Don't jump up. The cat trying to jump up. I'm trying to play like, I'm like a goalie in hockey. Cat comes near me. Don't jump up on the computer desk. You ruin everything. When they sleep, they're fine. When they're awake, they're into trouble. Uber Eats. Yeah, around here, we have Grubhub. That's really big around here. And the newer one that came in is DoorDash. I don't know if we have Uber Eats over here on the Northeast yet, but with these other two, with DoorDash and Grubhub, I mean, it's been wonderful because they will deliver from restaurants that normally won't have delivery, which is great. But my family was very old school. It's like, don't pay for anything to get delivered when you can get in the car and go get it yourself. But there's sometimes it's like I don't even have the strength. It's really like I don't have the strength. It's easier just to pay a couple of bucks tip and just get something delivered. It's just so much easier. I mean, the downside is sometimes you get food that you didn't order, or you wanted something like with lettuce, tomato, and mayo, and you don't get the mayo, or you get the wrong salad, or you get it's, things happen. Things happen, but you know, people are human. So luckily, I'm not very picky. So, but place makes mistakes all the time. And we have an expression: we put the X on somewhere, and that's it. You never go there again. And you find some, and around here, there's enough places that that's not really a problem. If you have to put the X somewhere, there's a million other places you can get food, so it's no big deal. Yeah, I miss having a dog, Metro. Definitely. Uh, Someday, maybe I'll get another dog someday. It's a big upkeep though, especially if you're not home a lot. Yeah, Walmart doing the delivery thing now. That's amazing. Around here we have like Burger King and KFC, McDonald's. Because of Grubhub and DoorDash, we can get all kinds of delivery from that. Wendy's, Taco Bell, get all the stuff delivered. It's amazing. I've been okay, Lou. I'm taking it day by day. Just I have to find time to do stuff outside, and it hasn't been. So I've been resting up. I've been feeling, mentally I've been feeling great. It's just time goes by. Another week, another week. It's almost the 4th of July. It was just Christmas. I'm telling you, Lou, it feels like it was just Christmas. My grandmother used to say, as soon as Christmas is here, 4th of July is right around the corner. And she's right. And she used to say, as soon as 4th of July is here, Christmas is right around the corner. And I'm afraid 4th of July is going to be here, and then bing, bang, boom, it's going to be Thanksgiving and Christmas all over again, just like that. Because that's what happens. It seems like 6 months go by like 6 weeks, but it's 6 months. You're right, Ox. You're right. It's like a toilet paper tube. The closer you get to the end, the faster it goes, and it's terrible. It is terrible. Just making sure I didn't miss anything here. Yeah, Uber Eats. I don't think we have Uber Eats around here. Might. We might. But I don't know. I tried to. I never. I was one of these people. I was 21 years old and didn't want to be told anything from anybody. And now I see other people that are in that same position, and it's like, man, youth is wasted on the young. I wish I had the the experience that I do now. I wish I had it back then. I mean, but yeah, it's like, oh, goodness gracious. You see these kids making the same mistakes, wasting time. It's like, I should have did stuff when I had the time and the energy, because as you get older, you lose both. You know, I mean, I don't have kids, but you lose both, especially if you do end up having a family. I totally understand how people are like, no, there's just no time because you just got family time. What is up with my beard? Man, having a bad beard hair day. I can't. I can't. I'm gonna try to get this to 1 hour, guys. That's 10 more minutes. Usually I try to do an hour. We'll see. See if my voice hangs on. If my voice doesn't hang on, then you can talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. Crow's feet are neither crows nor feet. Discuss. Oh, you're right. Officer Rollout, you are right. Around here, it's like stores are. It's hit or miss, especially if you're trying to beat the crowd. Your father was born in Rhode Island in 1936? Oh, wow. And considering we're so small, that's pretty cool because I know you're nowhere near Rhode Island, right? Am I wrong? You said something about, was it Arizona? California, Arizona? I know you're on the West Coast, close to the West Coast. Am I correct? If not, Arizona. I was so. Tell you, the old IBM is still working sometimes. But no, it's like you try to go to a store. Okay, it's a Saturday. You say, well, I'll try to get in between the lunch and supper crowd. I'll go shopping at around 3:30, 4 o'clock. And you go and it's like there's nobody in the store. That's great. The next Saturday you try to do the same thing, same time. Boom, everybody's at the store. It's like, what the heck? Or you go into a store and they don't have the AC on. Or it's on barely. It's like I came in here just to cool off and kill some time, and the AC is not even on. Or like my building at work. This one hallway that goes to a door that's used just as a door to get out. The heat was on in that hallway. You gotta be kidding me. It was like the building felt like it was 75, 80 degrees, and it was like 90 with the heat on that side of the building. It was horrible. I grew rid of my beard after 4 weeks and got a haircut after 6 months. Me, I haven't had a haircut since the end of March of last year. So, yeah, that's this wonderful. Finally, the ponytail is getting, so it's kind of laying down a little bit better. But yeah, I mean, as much as I love my hair long, I kind of miss it being short. But there was twice in my life where I had my hair halfway down my back, so I don't know if it's gonna get that long again. We'll see. But someday I'm just gonna wake up and just chop it all off again. That's kind of like the goatee, you know. When it gets long, it's like I like being able to play with it, and then when you trim it, it feels like, oh, there's not as much to play with. And for me, it takes forever for this to grow, so it takes months, months and months and months to be able to get it this long. I work with a kid that I think it in for what took me, 6 months to grow, he can grow in a week. It's amazing. He'll shave and then have like this full beard after 2 weeks. So he'll look like a hillbilly. Like, no offense to all the hillbillies out there, but I mean he'll look like hillbilly Jim from the 1980s in wrestling. He'll have this big beard like this in 2 weeks. It's like, how do you do it, man? He's like, I don't know, I hate it. It's like I feel like some days I have to shave twice. I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm not as attached to the long hair this time around as I was the first time I did it. I started growing it in '98, so I was about 24, and then I cut it when I was 29, so 5 years. I started growing it again when I was 31, and then I cut it again when I was 36. So I grew it for 5 years again. Very, very minimal haircuts. Just eventually, once it got too long, I would go to have it trimmed once in a while to get the dead ends off and everything. But I don't know if I want to make 5 years again. But the first two times I did cut it, though, it was it's hard. You get used to it, and then when it's not there anymore, you feel like a sense of loss. So I don't know. Okay, quick little roll call. Who's here? Who's here? 6 people. Who's here? I know Metro must still be here. Suicide to Recovery is still here. Quick show of hands. Who's here? Now I'm going to be calling this, I'm going to call this a day in about 5 minutes. So if there's anything else you guys would like to talk about, now's the time. Don't be afraid to talk to each other too. I know I say this a lot too. Some people go into live streams and the person on camera, they, hey, Manchichi, you made it. Some people go into live streams and the person's like, no, no side talking, I have to be the center of attention, just talk to me. And I've never been that way. People who are here can definitely talk to each other. It's not a big deal. I just happen to be the one on camera. But how's everything going, Manchichi? How's the wife? How's the family? Have you got back to doing the projects with the spinning lathe and all that? That's really some unique stuff that you do, man. Definitely. I know I've said that 100 times before, but I don't have that talent. So anything that I can't do, I tend to be very interested in when other people can do it. And sometimes it's just a matter of people putting the time to do it. And so I just think that's awesome. But yeah. I don't know. So for those of you that did, thanks for hitting that like button. Those of you that didn't, that's okay. Because the type of thing, it's my channel. I might have had visions of grandeur at some point, but it's not going to happen. The ducks, Lou, the ducks are doing okay. It's been raining like crazy, and my ducks, they're from a breed. It's a breed called Khaki Campbell, and I wish they were a little bit friendlier, but yeah, they're just I mean, they're great. They're just gonna give them their food every day, change their water every day, change the pool water every day. It's really like a second job, but I still can't really get close to them because they freak out. I went in there with some new mulch to put in. They freaked out because I came in there with this big 20-pound bag of mulch or 30-pound bag of mulch. They freaked out like I was bringing like a grizzly bear in there or something. It was unbelievable. But they're doing good. I wouldn't dare let them out yet without my supervision because they'd probably take off on me. But they're still young. They're still, what, 12 weeks? 12 weeks old yesterday. So they're still young. They're full size basically, but they're still young. So we'll see if they calm down a little bit. But yeah, I'm trying not to show the ducks every day only because people might get bored with that. But no, they're doing great. It's just I wish I'm out there getting soaking wet trying to take care of them. But that's kind of like their father, so I guess it's all good. Yeah, Monchichi notifications are terrible. As I know you know this, but notifications are terrible on YouTube. They notify who they want to notify, and they don't notify anybody else. It's crazy. It's crazy. Metro says I used to cut my own hair from 2011. I work with a guy. He's up on day shift, but his uncle used to cut his hair for years and years and years, and he did a great job. I mean, I tried to do it once, and I couldn't get to a hairstylist fast enough to fix it for me because it did not work. This was back 2011 because it was about 3 or 4 months after I cut my ponytail off. Then I learned if I'm ever going to cut my own hair again, I'm just going to get one of those clippers and just buzz the whole thing down. That's the only way I'll ever be able to cut my own hair is just to buzz it all down because there's no way of messing that up. Unless you're someone like Camo Dave and you still have like fuzz here and fuzz there, but that's his own admission. That's because he just doesn't take the time that he should to be able to shave his head. He just does it quick. But if that was me, I probably would take a little bit more time to make sure that didn't happen to me. But that's just me. Notification bells have 3 settings. Yeah, no, they finally changed it on all platforms to be able to do that, where you get either no notifications, some notifications, or all notifications. But then YouTube plays games with and unsubscribes people and unchecks the bell, and that's just a bunch of bull. Yeah. You're right, Lou, you're right. Just crazy. Flat top. I was thinking about doing like you see like especially like a lot of the wrestlers nowadays. They'll have the long ponytail, but all on the side they'll have it all shaved down to the skin, and still have the ponytail, and just have it all shaved all on the side. I guess Blind Views does something like that. Come to think of it, but I probably would never do it. But Hey, JD Knight, what's up, man? What's up? Thanks for being here. Actually, I'm probably going to end this in about a minute just to let everybody know. If there's anything else, we can talk about it now. If not, I'm going to go grab myself something to drink. Yeah, I haven't seen Jeremy in a long time. Long time. It is. You know what I noticed though, Lou? For me, if my hair is longer in the summer and I need to do stuff outside, I'll just wet it down with like a spray bottle, wet it down, throw it in a ponytail, go do whatever I need to do outside, and it'll keep me cooler longer because it stays wet longer, and when it's short, it just dries within 5 seconds when you're outside. So I'm gonna see what happens. I'm not as attached to it this time around. Definitely not. Oh man, my hats, some of my caps that I haven't worn in a while, I had to go because of all this extra hair now. I had to go and make them bigger in the back. It's crazy. It's crazy. You don't really realize, that hair takes that makes you feel like you have a bigger head. Like I need to have a bigger head. Oh, anyway. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna call this. I am very raspy from not having. I should have rookie mistake, right? I mean, I should have had a drink over here with me. But thanks for being here, everyone. I'm gonna try to get into more live streams in the future. How long is my ponytail? My ponytail is. Let's see if I can. It's getting there. The top is finally able to get into the ponytail at the bottom. So I don't know if you can see too much here. The top is finally able to get into the ponytail. So it's I don't have to spray it all down like I used to. I just put gel in it. But it's getting there. Yeah, my hair up until like even around Christmas time, it was really hard to have the ponytail. I was like Steven Seagal. I just had that little teeny ponytail in the back, but it was horrible. Suicide to recover. You take care too as well. Hey, thanks, man. I yeah, but my hair is just it's getting to the point where the ponytail is not sticking out. It's kind of laying down a little bit. So I'm getting there. The worst is over. The worst part is trying to grow it because it's just have that in between length that's terrible. But yeah. Oh well. Yeah, definitely. If I was gonna do my hair, I'd definitely get one of those clippers. But now that I'm past all that in between length, we'll see what happens. But anyway, all right, everyone. I guess I'll call this. Take care, and like I always say all the time, whether you're here for a minute or the whole hour, thank you so much for showing up. I really, really appreciate it. Have a great rest of the day. See you later, Manchi-Chi, Lou, everyone else. Um, Thanks for being here. I love you all. Take care. Have a great rest of the day. Be good to each other. This is the Illuminator, and I'll be back.